Conflict is as common in relationships as breathing. You're two different people, bound to bump heads now and then. But here's the kicker. It's not about avoiding conflict, it's about handling it right. Today, we're diving into 5 strategies to resolve conflicts healthily and productively, so let's get started.
Step 1 to tackling any conflict is to hit the brakes on the emotional runaway train. Staying calm is crucial. When emotions run high, it's easy to say things we don't mean or to misinterpret what our partner is saying. Take a moment, breathe deeply, and remind yourself that you're on the same team. This simple act can help reset the emotional tone and create a space for constructive dialogue. When your partner is talking, really listen, not just waiting for your turn to fire back. Active listening means focusing on their words, their tone, and their body language. Listening with the intent to understand opens the door to empathy and connection. It shows your partner that you value their perspective and are willing to see things from their point of view. Think of it like this. You wouldn't interrupt a doctor while they're telling you what's wrong, right? The same respect should be given to your partner during a conversation. The health of your relationship depends on this kind of active listening too. It's a skill that can be developed and refined over time, leading to stronger, more resilient relationships. Mastering the art of calm and attentive listening is like having a superpower in conflict resolution. It can transform heated arguments into meaningful discussions. So take a deep breath, engage those listening ears, and watch as the temperature cools down. You'll find that conflicts become easier to navigate and solutions more readily available. Once you've mastered listening, it's time to talk about how you talk. Communication is a two-way street, and how you express yourself is just as important as how well you listen. And that's where I statements come in. They are a powerful tool in effective communication. This isn't about grammar, it's about owning your feelings and expressing them in a way that promotes understanding. When you use I statements, you take responsibility for your emotions and experiences. Use statements like, "You always do this." Put your partner on the defensive. They can feel like an attack, making it harder for your partner to hear your perspective. Instead, try using I statements like, "I feel hurt when..." This way, you're sharing your feelings without blaming the other person. This shifts the focus from blaming to expressing your own experience. It opens the door for a more empathetic and constructive conversation. Imagine you're at a restaurant, and your order is wrong. How you address the issue can make a big difference. You'd say, "Excuse me, I believe there might be a mistake with my order." This approach is polite and clear, making it easier for the waiter to understand and correct the mistake. It's about being assertive, not aggressive. Assertiveness helps you communicate your needs and feelings clearly and respectfully. Using I statements might feel awkward at first, but it takes practice. The more you use them, the more natural they will become. Swap out accusatory you statements with honest and vulnerable I statements for smoother conversations. Over time, this can lead to deeper understanding and stronger relationships. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, things can still get heated. Emotions can run high, and words can be said in the heat of the moment that we don't really mean. It's a natural part of human interaction, especially in close relationships. It's human to get caught up in the moment, but it's important to recognize when you need to step back. Taking a moment to breathe and collect your thoughts can make a world of difference. Think of it like a pressure cooker. You need to release that pressure valve before someone gets burned. Just like a pressure cooker needs to release steam to function properly, we need to release our emotional steam to avoid saying or doing something we might regret. If you feel overwhelmed, call a timeout. It's okay to take a step back and give yourself the space you need to calm down.
Communicate your need for a break in a healthy way. Let your partner know that you need a moment to gather your thoughts and emotions. Say, "Honey, I'm feeling overwhelmed right now. I need a few minutes to cool down." This simple statement can help prevent further escalation and shows that you care about resolving the issue constructively.
Then, go for a walk, listen to music, meditate, whatever helps you de-stress. Find an activity that allows you to clear your mind and regain your composure. Agree on a time to revisit the conversation when you're both calmer. Setting a specific time to come back to the discussion ensures that the issue will be addressed without the heat of the moment clouding your judgment. Taking a break isn't about avoiding the problem, it's about approaching it with a clear head and an open heart. By giving yourselves the time to cool down, you can come back to the conversation with a fresh perspective and a willingness to find a solution together.
Once you've both had a chance to cool down, it's time to find some common ground. This is where you start building bridges instead of walls. There's always some common ground to be found, whether it's a shared goal, a mutual value, or simply the desire to work things out.
Remind yourselves why you're in this relationship. What do you love about each other? What are you working towards together?
Identify the root of the problem. What are you actually disagreeing about? Once you've pinpointed the core issue, brainstorm solutions together. It's about finding a compromise that works for both of you. Use common ground as the foundation for building a stronger, more resilient relationship.
The final and perhaps the most crucial step in resolving conflicts: apologizing and forgiving. A sincere apology is like magic in a relationship. It's got to be genuine. No half-hearted, "I'm sorry you feel that way." Look your partner in the eye and say, "I messed up, I hurt you, and I'm truly sorry."
When you're on the receiving end of that apology, be open to forgiving. Forgiveness isn't about letting the other person off the hook. It's about releasing yourself from anger and resentment.
Forgiving someone doesn't mean you condone their actions. It means you're choosing to move forward. Be big enough to say you're sorry, and even bigger to forgive.
There you have it. 5 powerful strategies to help you navigate conflict and come out stronger. Disagreements are a natural part of any relationship. By mastering these strategies, you can transform conflicts into opportunities for growth and deeper connection. Stay calm, listen actively, communicate effectively, and don't be afraid to take a break when needed.